It's a beautiful morning here at Fisherman's Cove. One of those days when it just feels good to be alive. Today I decided to visit McNab's Island. It's the largest of the Halifax Islands and has quite an interesting history. So our captain, Redbeard, who's now Greybeard, is getting ready and we're on the way. It's just a short boat ride across to the island, and then Captain Greybeard said, "See you in a few hours," and left us alone on the island. Seems like a great day. Well, we got a sign ahead. What does this say? Coyote smart. So if a coyote approaches you, back away slowly, act big, make noise. If all else fails, fight back. Okay, I got that. So now if I meet one, I know exactly what to do. Now, we're coming up to Fort Ives. Fort Ives was a British colonial coastal fort. It was established on the northwest end of McNab's Island in 1865. It was operational for the balance of the 1800s and into the early 1900s, including World War I. During World War I, the fort was upgraded and several searchlights were installed to illuminate minefields and submarine nets that were anchored at Ives Point to protect Halifax. Fort Ives was still operational at the beginning of World War II, but it was decommissioned in the early years of the war when the harbor defenses moved farther out. It's sad to look at the crumbling concrete in this old fort. It played such an important role in the defense of our city. The fort was abandoned in 1942, and since that time it's just been a victim of the ravages of time. Nearly 99% of McNab's Island is now owned by either the provincial government or the federal government. There are 3 historic homes remaining on McNab's Island. To our left, the Jack Lynch House. It's probably an asset worth preserving, but with 130 provincial parks in Nova Scotia, the funding is just not there. Coming up ahead is the Davis Conrad House. Davis had a soda pop bottling factory on McNab's Island. On our right is the childhood home of Bill Lynch, who ran carnivals on this island. One journalist said, "This Canadian island is a veritable garden of decay with abandoned structures dotting the landscape." Interesting tree. There's a structure coming up on our left. According to Lighthouses of Canada, Eastern Region, this is a mid-range light. This solar-powered light is to aid vessels entering Halifax Harbor. I was advised by Parks Canada that there's no camping allowed on McNab's Island this year because of COVID-19. But I see a little tent ahead. And obviously someone is boondocking on the island. Well, I hope he enjoys it. Coming up ahead is a reminder of a sad incident in McNab Island's history. In April 1866, the SS England, sailing from Liverpool, England to New York, found that they had many cases of cholera aboard and came to Halifax to seek refuge. Knowing the dire consequences of this dreaded disease, the ship was ordered to anchor in McNab's Cove. Just ahead, you see the remains of a memorial to the over 200 people who are buried here on McNab's Island who died from cholera. Their bodies are somewhere in this field that I'm walking on right now. In October 2017, Craig and Nora Cottrell placed a 7-inch iron cross to commemorate their connection with their ancestors whose family was devastated by cholera. There's a plaque on a bench that also is a memorial to those same 200 people who died here. Unfortunately, vandals don't show respect even for those. I see a rubber dinghy ahead. I guess it belongs to that camper we just passed a little way back.
How are you?
How's it going?
Good.
Camera running or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll point her that way.
Okay.
How's it going?
Great. Just having an afternoon strolling around. So I guess if I keep going this way, I end up at that little isthmus, but they say you can't access the lighthouse anymore.
Low tide.
Yeah,
There's a river coming out of the pond.
that's what I heard, yeah.
Well, you need high boots to get across.
No problem. I don't need to get
And
a...
it's a hard place to get to anyway. Just the breakwater's all beat up and it's not going to jumble of rocks.
Right.
But anywhere else you can get to pretty well.
Yeah.
You're just getting here?
I got here, I think, I came across at 10, got here around 10:30, I guess.
So that's your dinghy over there?
No, I came here on with that pontoon boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What time's he going to pick you up?
2:30.
On the other end of the island.
Yeah, on the south end.
Kilometer away. It's easy walking though.
Oh, it's real and a great day for it.
Oh, you picked a good one.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
nice
I'll
meeting you.
move on. You take care.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
I think the turnoff to the tea house is just up ahead. Here it is. And I've been hiking now for 2 hours. It's 12:30. I started this at 10:30, and I think I need to sit down and have my lunch. It looks like that the tea house is all boarded up. Seems to be the way everything is here on this island. Anyway, there's a park bench there by the tea house, so I think I'm going to go sit on that park bench and have a sandwich. Well, there's the old tea house. Like most everything on this island, it's seen better days. Well, time to move on. I think I still have to go see the lighthouse and the big thing on this island, Fort McNab. Coming up ahead is the Garrison Pier. The Garrison Pier is the main drop-off point for people arriving on the island from the Halifax side, rather than from Eastern Passage, where I arrived from. I'm walking along the beach towards the lighthouse. The lighthouse is near Mauger Beach. Mauger Beach used to be called Hangman's Beach because of the practice of the Royal Navy, who used to hang their convicted criminals on the beach and leave them there displayed to let people know that crime does not pay in this area. The lighthouse is up ahead, but I can't cross this river here unless it's low tide, and I don't want to get wet today, so I'll just show you the lighthouse from a distance. Here it is. We're now approaching the National Historic Site, Fort McNab. Well, here's a door, and it's open. I'm amazed that some of these buildings are left open while places like the tea house and other places are not open. They're all boarded up. I don't understand the logic, but I guess it makes sense to someone. this may be a designated National Historic Site, but man, it's sure in poor condition. It's also a victim of the ravages of time. And we're now coming up to the big gun at Fort McNab. This gun is as long as a bus. It weighs 37 tons. Its firing range was 12 kilometers, which is over 7 miles. It was cutting-edge technology at its time in the late 1890s and early 1900s. I'm going to go up to the upper level to see if I can get a better view of this gun. Well, it's time for me to head back to the beach, because I have to catch my ride back to Eastern Passage at 2:30, and I think I'm already running a little late. Well, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, how about a big thumbs up? And maybe hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and you'll be notified when I make my next video. So, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, and you just have a great day. Bye-bye.